Hello and welcome, my N Beardsmen friends. Today we're gonna review a dupe or a fake fragrance. And I think it's a fake one of Gaultier, Le Mal, the original Le Mal. This one is called Real-Time Eau de Toilette Kind Looks Men. So it's quite a mouthful. Looking through the notes online, it states already it has lavender, rosemary, coriander, mint, musk, sandalwood, and amber. Compared to, of course, the original, no breakdown of Gaultier Le Mal. I will put it all on the screen, but that will be top notes of lavender, mint, cardamom, bergamot, artemisia, and middle notes of cinnamon, orange blossom, and caraway, and base notes of vanilla, tonka bean, amber, sandalwood, and cedar. So already before even opening it, we can tell they're quite alike, they're quite similar. Of course, I don't expect the performance to be the same, because this one is, I believe, 100 mils, 3.3 fluid ounces for, I saw it online for 10 euros, but I bought it for, I believe, 5. Alright, having opened the bottle, this is it's quite the the inspiration, of course, for the original. I thought it would look less good. I feel it's still a real fake looking bottle. You can immediately tell that this is not a real deal. But I have to state the glass and how it feels in hand. It's quite thick glass in the bottom. It doesn't look that bad, does it? Comment down below if you think it looks really bad, but I don't think it looks that bad. The only thing immediately irritates me is the fact that it has this and that the atomizer falls on the ground, but also the crazy plastic thingy, which is actually too small to focus almost. Yeah, crazy thing. You talk about quality. And the atomizer falls flat on its face. Alright, so it should have quite comparable notes, as I stated before, of the original, the Gaultier Le Mal, the original. So I will put them on my wrist. I put the original on my left wrist. Great atomizer, of course. Real fresh. A lot of you get immediately the bergamot, the lavender, the mint. Real nice, real fresh. A little bit of the cardamom. A little bit spicy, but the real spices are, of course, more in the middle of this fragrance. And then we're gonna take a look at how the dupe smells. So I can't really tell, and of course, the projection and the duration of it, but it's a first. Oh, atomizer is not that bad, actually. Right away, I have to say they smell pretty much alike. Although in the kind look one, you can smell much more alcohol, and that's of course a real common thing about these dupes. They smell more like alcohol, just less expensive ingredients. And I get the lavender, which is actually quite nice, nicer at least than I expected it will be. It's actually quite a shame that this one is not reviewed on Fragrantica by other people, so I can compare the reviews. The original, the Le Mal by Jean-Paul Gaultier, is a bit sweeter, a bit spicier, again cardamom, and the kind looks becomes already a bit sweeter, but it's actually quite interesting. It smells a little bit like those peppermint balls, you know, the candy. Not that bad actually. The scent of the kind looks is quite nice. Real soft, not that projecting like you would expect of a full price, you know, real fragrance. But it's if you use it as really a summer scent, you know, you go to the beach, you know, you go in and out of the beach, and you don't want a real expensive scent. This one can be quite good for that because you have the mint, you have the bergamot, real fresh, real nice. A bit of a mojito. Oh, that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of mojito. Not a note in it, and I haven't read up on it, so I don't know if any other people, you know, think the same of it. That it smells a bit like a mojito, but it does, to me at least. It's a shame, however, that I don't smell any lavender anymore. It just becomes mint, which in high summer, in heats of I don't know, 40 degrees Celsius, I guess it will be real nice. Also, because of the heat, you wouldn't mind the less of a projection because of the heat. It ends up nevertheless. But if you want a real, you know, a bit of decent summer scent for, again, for on the beach or besides the pool, going in and out, you don't want to buy the real fragrances for the real dollars or euros or pounds. This one very well could be a nice one. Again, smells little alike the original Jean-Paul Gaultier, although of course with pretty much all the dupes, all the fake fragrances. The quality is of course way less, but again, this whole bottle of 100 mils compared to the original for 30 mils you can buy, I think. Three of those for one of the smaller bottles of Jean-Paul Gaultier, maybe even four. So you have 300 or 400 milliliters of this one for 30 of the original. So the lack of performance can of course be changed in a way by spraying it a couple hundred times. And because of the price, it isn't really, you shouldn't really care about it, I guess. Also, I think the bottle looks better than many of the older real cheap fragrances. I think immediately of the, what's it called, the one I reviewed, Ferranti or something like that. One of my patients used. So that's the one I will lead you to. go watch that one if you're into the real cheapies. And otherwise, order the reviews of the Jean Gaultier Le Mal and of course the Ultramal. See you there. Yeah.